Hello, I'm Angela Wamboy, and these are the stories making headlines on Capital TV. Gunmen from Somalia's Shabab Islamist group stormed a Kenyan university Thursday as students were sleeping, hurling grenades and shooting dead at least 70 people before taking Christian hostages. Scores of others were wounded in the assault, still ongoing some 12 hours after the first grenades were used to blast open the gates of the university in the northeastern town of Garissa near the border with war-torn Somalia. The al-Qaeda-linked Shabab claimed the pre-dawn attack, the same insurgents who carried out the Westgate shopping mall massacre in Nairobi in 2013, when 4 gunmen slaughtered at least 67 people in a 4-day bloodbath. Survivors of the attack at Garissa University College said men dressed in police uniform but with their faces covered with black cloth stormed their dormitory armed with guns.
Ilikuwa at least about hapo 5:30 tulikuwa tumelala, at least everybody alikuwa amelala, but there are some students kulikuwa student wa CU alikuwa naomba. Sasa wakati sisi tulisikia gunshot, mimi sikuwa nimeenda CU kuomba, but nilisikia gunshot nikaamka. Kuamka kwanza tulikuwa nadhani ni polisi kwanza, lakini kulingana vile hizo marisasi zilikuwa zinapigwa tukasikia polisi hawezi piga hizo risasi zote.
Sasa wakati niliona na sasa mimi nikaponyoka, nikamobilize wanafunzi wengine, nikafungua dirisha. Sasa tulikuwa tumetokea hii pande ya mjengo, tukafungua madirisha mawili, tukaweka hapo kiti. Sasa ndio hapo tulikuwa tunarukia kienda ya kurukia. Sasa nikasaidia wasichana wengine walikuwa wajiwezi. Sasa wakaendelea, na sasa pia mimi nikaona ni kubaya, nami pia nikaruka.
Still on the Garissa attack, President Uhuru Kenyatta has ordered the 10,000 whose recruitment was quashed by the High Court last year to report for training at Kiganjo College. He says the early morning attack on students in Garissa is proof of the cost of further delaying his government's efforts to bolster Kenya's security forces.
I also further direct the Inspector General of Police to take urgent steps and ensure that the 10,000 recruits whose enrollment is pending promptly report for training at the Kenya Police College in Kiganjo. I take full responsibility for this directive. We as a country have suffered unnecessarily due to shortage of security personnel. Kenya badly needs additional officers, and I will not keep the nation waiting. I thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.
Away from Garissa, Imenti Central MP Gideon Mwiti has been charged with rape, assault and intimidation following his arrest yesterday. Mwiti, who spent a night at Kileleshwa Police Station, was arraigned before resident magistrate Edda Agade on Thursday. According to the charge sheet, the MP is alleged to have committed the offense to a female journalist at Tana Club along Woodvale Grove in Westlands. A doctor accused of forcefully performing an HIV test on the victim before the alleged rape is also facing charges of aiding and abetting Mwiti to commit the offenses.
EGG Pay is a new service from Nairobi City County aimed at making life easier for residents. You can now pay your parking fees with EGG Pay conveniently with no hassle. No more hide and seek with parking attendants. No more tickets, no more bribes. To pay your parking fee with EGG Pay, first create your e-wallet if you haven't. Dial *217#. Enter your details as prompted and create your e-payment PIN. Top up your e-wallet via M-Pesa or Airtel Money using business number 147147 and your phone number as the account number. Finally, you can pay for your parking by dialing *217#. Select 2 for parking. Select either 1 for daily. Enter vehicle registration number. Select your closest area number. Select vehicle category. Confirm payment transaction. Confirm your EGG Pay PIN. Then await a text message for confirmation. The process will take you just 5 minutes but will go a long way in making your life easier. For more information, go to epayments.nairobi.go.ke or call 0788 200 000. EGG Pay means your right to expect service. EGG Pay, malipo kwa urahisi.
In the world of business, President Uhuru Kenyatta has warned private sector entities engaged in corruption that their days are numbered. The president said there was no turning back on the anti-graft drive, which he has started, and the fight will address all aspects of the vice. He said corruption was not a one-way street, and where there is a corrupt public official, there must be a corrupt private sector member. The president spoke at State House during the 4th presidential roundtable that brings together the executive and the Kenya Private Sector Alliance.
And that is why when we said that as a government we apologize for any misdeeds that we may have done in the past. We have done so because we are clear that we are not going to drive this country forward by looking through the rearview mirror. We want to use the windscreen that's much bigger than the rearview mirror so that we can clearly focus on the future of this country and not always hang our stories about the past. The past is for us to learn from, not to live in. We want to live with the promise of tomorrow, and we can only do that by closing our chapter and being able to move forward as one country.
And now we take a look at the gainers and the losers at the Nairobi Securities Exchange.
Ustie shaka, mzigo utaupata, yes, by the end of today, yeah.
What lengths does your commercial motor insurance go to in the event of an accident? At Kenya Orient Insurance Limited, we go out of our way to make sure that no matter what happens, you can deliver.
No. I'm sure we'll deliver. In fact, mzigo ndio huu hapa, ushafika.
With benefits like vehicle tracking, no blame, no excess, and accident site security. Kenya Orient Commercial Insurance. Tuko chap chap.
In the world of sports, the fate of the prestigious Safari Sevens and domestic Rugby 7 series hangs in balance as Safaricom pulled the plug on sponsorship following concerns over lack of accountability and transparency. CEO Bob Collymore accused some directors at Kenya Rugby Union of abetting and conducting financial impropriety at last year's edition of Safari Sevens as the reason behind the move. Speaking to Capital Sport, KRU Chairman Richard Omwela termed the decision as a big blow, but promised Safari Sevens would press on in November under new sponsorship. And that's a wrap-up of the day's top stories. I've been your host, Angela Wamboi. For more on these and other stories, log on to www.capitalfm.co.ke/TV.